Welcome to the Headspace and Tasting Podcast, where we talk manhood, tell stories, and discuss the stuff that matters to us one sip at a time. Hello, Kevin.
Good evening, Matt.
I want to talk about... You got something to say?
No. I was just going to say good evening.
Good evening. Coming out hot tonight, man. I'm aggressive. I want to talk about burnout tonight, man.
Well, I'll let you lead, because I'm burned out.
And I don't want to talk about just being tired. Like when you get to that point where you've carried so much for so long, and eventually something starts to give. For me personally, I have a bad habit of putting the weight of the world on my shoulders. Tell myself I got it, I can handle it, just keep moving. I think a lot of us are that way.
I think it's a trait of men.
Yeah. But then one day we can't. I'm also a bit of a perfectionist. That kind of makes it worse. You know, something doesn't go according to my plan. I don't just think, well, that didn't work. I think I failed. So if it's not 100% correct, say it's 95%, I'm like, this sucks. I need to start over again, or I need to learn more, whatever. Sometimes I do fail, though. I don't think I'm the only man. A lot of us were taught to carry responsibility. When we have to provide, solve problems, suck it up, keep going. Nobody really taught us what to do when the guy carrying everything, everybody else starts running on empty. Tonight I want to talk about that guy, talk about us as men, how we handle it, what we do. And really what I'm trying to learn, I guess I'm 47 years old and I'm still learning when to ask for help, or when to just admit I don't need to be perfect. Things aren't going my way, but that's okay. I'm still breathing. Sun's still shining. My family still loves me, and everything's fine. It's just because it's not perfect doesn't mean everything sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I'm sure we all feel that way, us men. I'm not a special guy in that way, because I think everybody does, whether they want to admit it or not.
And it's not a one and done deal either.
No.
It will come back and hit you in the face every now and then.
Yeah, it's like a cycle that we go through,
Mm-hmm.
right? We take a lot of responsibility for jobs, family, finances, problems, expectations.
The world.
Everything. And asking for help can start to feel like failing in your responsibility. So instead of reducing the load, when we are approaching that capacity, we compensate by pushing harder. And, there's like the physical realm of this, and then there's the spiritual or emotional or whatever, mental part of it. The military really puts that in you. It inculcates you with those feelings like I got to carry my weight and then some. And if I complain about it, I'm a whiner and I suck, and nobody wants to hear about anybody complain or whine. But I physically had to be told, like forced. I had to be forced to unload my rucksack one time. When I was at Fort Lewis, 25th Infantry Division, I was in the 65th Engineers, and we carried everything in our rucksack. We didn't have vehicles. We didn't, get helicopter rides anywhere. We would walk from our barracks, literally form up and just walk out to the Olympic National Forest. My rucksack was 100 pounds because I was a radio guy. And I had to carry my radio, antennas, and all my cold weather gear, wet weather gear, my extra socks, all that stuff, spare batteries. And it was breaking me down, man, because I was only 130 pounds. I was a skinny dude. So I'm basically carrying myself on my back. And my feet were just tore up, and I couldn't keep up with the formation. And my platoon sergeant finally forced me to sit down and take the radio and batteries out of my rucksack and give it to another guy. And I felt terrible about that. Terrible. I still feel terrible about it. In fact, I ran into that guy 6, 7, 8 years ago. Chester Wall is his name, Chet. And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I apologized to him. Remember that time I was falling out and you had to carry my radio? And the thing is, the trade-off was He carried my radio, and I carried his saw, the machine gun.
That's not much of a trade.
But it moved the weight to the front. But man, I felt light as a feather carrying that saw. I was like, this is awesome.
What, did you overpack your ruck? Did you have
No, it was
too many items in it
no. I
that
actually
you
carried.
didn't really need?
I carried less items than I was supposed to. Like I carried my Gore-Tex shell for my sleeping bag, but no sleeping bag inside. Which it gets really freaking cold in Fort Lewis.
Okay. Was it a Singar's radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they had just came out with these those rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
That were like 4 or 5 times heavier than the regular ones, the disposables.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got me, man. I don't know what it was. It wasn't the first day. It was like 2 or 3 days in, so we'd been moving a lot and not a lot of sleep, and my feet were tore up. I had blisters on blisters. I had actually had to get sutures in my feet at one point, but that's besides the point. It was just like the mentality of I'm not giving this up. I'm going to keep walking until it kills me. And then somebody had to step in and say, look, dude, it's okay. Let's just swap stuff around. You'll be fine.
That's not burnout.
That's not burnout.
No. That's just fatigue.
Yeah, I was broke down. I
Yeah.
was broke down. Burnout would be like, it can come from anything,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it'll hit you quietly.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight.
It's like a slow accumulation. It's the drift.
It's a slow burn to the burnout.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's say you're in charge of your family's finances, right? And it's a big responsibility to do a budget, to keep a budget every month, or a weekly budget if you're a nerd like me.
I do the same.
And you're focused on paying down debt. Make sure the light bill's paid, make sure the water bill's paid, and but you got groceries, and then you also have children and a wife who need things and clothes and whatnot, and you have to make sure you do that. But like every 6 months or maybe a year, I'm like, this whole budget's a disaster. We're in financial ruin, and like we're gonna be poor forever, all this kind of stuff, and and it's usually I'll blow up. We'll have a big blow up, right? You're spending so much money, and I have no self-control. I got spending money like crazy, and we're, this whole big thing. And then my wife will just be like, well, let's sit down and look at our finances and see what's going on. And then we'll look at it, and it's like, as we're looking at it, she's looking at it like, oh, actually we're doing pretty good. We're okay. And I don't know what it is that gets us to that freak out stage. Is it just the pressure? Like to perform? Is it something we're putting on ourselves to be excellent at all times?
Well, I think that's the whole point of burnout. Burnout itself is not definable.
Yeah.
Like there is no there's no clear definition of what burnout is for men. It doesn't exist. There are lots of organizations out there that will put out there a brief definition of burnout, but that's not it at all, because everybody experiences it differently. I think a lot of it comes from the actions or reactions that we end up exhibiting, or different behaviors. For instance, suddenly, instead of being at home from work every day at 3:35, it's now 3:50. Well, what was I doing for that 20 minutes? I was just out driving through the trees with the windows down, or just parking somewhere before I got home. Something completely subtle. Or it could have been something as simple as, well, I mentioned this before in previous episodes, where there were times where I used to go get ice cream.
Yeah.
And go sit in a parking lot and eat the ice cream and then come home. To me, that's a sign of burnout.
Yeah. So you'll see, you won't realize you're burning out or burnt out, but you can see the effects of it, I guess it would be, right?
Yeah. Or maybe just snap at your kids or your spouse out of nothing.
Right. Yeah, here's a list I wrote. Irritability, emotional withdrawal, loss of motivation, cynicism, exhaustion, poor sleep, declining performance, and feeling numb.
Well, cool. We'll get into those.
Okay.
Because I want to get back into some of the details of the stuff you talked about when we first started.
All right.
I think that was like an intro, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to get into some details?
Yes.
Okay. So, before we get into more or less the details of male burnout, tonight was my pick for our bourbon tasting. And for this week, we're going with McTavish Bottled and Bond Bourbon Whiskey. It's aged 7 years, otherwise known as the War Chief. And it is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. Like I said, it was aged 7 years, and it's 100 proof because it is bottled in bond. It is not distilled by McTavish. Again, it's another one of those MGP distilled spirits that they take, and then McTavish finishes it off, ages it. And this company is actually based out of Zebulon, North Carolina.
Zebulon.
Yeah. Do you know who Gordon McTavish is?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently he's an actor.
Oh.
This is his company.
Oh, okay.
He is he was in the Hobbit movies.
Okay.
And this one here named the War Chief is after his series Outlander, in which he was Chief Clan Mackenzie, or War Chief Clan Mackenzie.
Huh.
McTavish is a relatively new company. This one we're drinking right now is first released in 2023.
Graham McTavish?
Yes.
Graham.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said Gordon.
Oh, I might have. Graham McTavish.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know who he is because I've never watched any of the shows that he's listed
I
on.
don't even know his face. I just looked him up.
Yeah, I don't either. He was in Rambo 4.
Oh, okay.
He was on Rambo's team.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He gets shot up, and there's one scene where Rambo's pointing his bow at his eyeball. So, I don't know. That's what makes him famous. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't really know any of these pictures, but whatever.
Anyway. This one I picked up while I was in Kentucky and brought home because I don't see McTavish anywhere. And it's funny, before we get into the tastings, you mentioned that it kind of reminded you of a scotch.
Mm-hmm.
Because right here on the front of the label, it says, "A Scotsman's Dream of America."
Oh, okay. Huh. Well,
what you thinking?
It's subtle, man. It's a subtle whiskey. It's doesn't taste like a traditional bourbon, I don't think, especially for a bottled and bond. It's not as pronounced, I guess, would be. Everything, like when I'm smelling, I'm getting just the very, very slightest hint of oak. Like very, very subtle. But that's like almost all I can pull out. I don't really know what else I can get from smelling it.
Okay.
On tasting it, I wrote down white bread toast. But again, it's like the most subtle, like that's the only thing I can put my finger on.
I can get that.
And then on the finish though, I do taste a little bit of corn coming through. And it doesn't have a very long linger. Doesn't burn your mouth or throat at all. But you can tell it's a whiskey, and that's for sure. It's just like a stronger scotch, I guess is what I would say. Like a stronger, like a...
Okay. And that's not even what it is.
No, it's a bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the nose, well, at first I was like you. I wasn't smelling anything when we first poured it. Mm-hmm. I needed it to breathe a little bit first. And when it comes to breathing, when your normal routine of the day under normal circumstances, when you're at rest and you're breathing, only one side of your nose is working. Mm-hmm. So I realized that I just took a step back, concentrated on my normal breathing, and went, wait, it's the right side of my nose that's working. So I actually tilted the glass towards the right side of my nose, and I actually started to pick up flavors off that. And for me, it was sweet fruit,
That's
like
what I was gonna say.
fruitiness.
Maybe a little bit of banana peel, like a little banana or something sweet.
Uh, and that was more or less it on the nose. For the palate, butterscotch. I was getting chocolate covered cherries.
Wow.
For the taste,
Yeah, I could see the butterscotch.
I do like the white toast description. I kind of like that plain white toast, like
Yeah,
no
just
butter, no
no
nothing,
butter,
just plain
nothing.
white toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blues Brother type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of get that. And then on the finish, some of the classics, actually, the baking spice, cinnamon. I wasn't getting corn, I was getting rye
Okay.
on my finish, and I thought it was pleasantly warm. Like, it's not overpowering,
No.
but it had nice depth to it, I think.
Yeah, it's there. Like it's there, but it's not knocking you in the face.
No, and as it sits and we keep drinking, it kind of reminds me of me being in high school, and then I was a late bloomer,
Yeah.
so I didn't like come out of my shell until really the second half of my senior year of high school.
Okay.
And so this kind of reminds me of that. It's like, this is the late bloomer bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
That the more it sits out, the more I drink it, the more I like it.
I do like it, that's for sure. Like I said, I could sit around and sip this all night if we were hanging out and shooting pool or playing cards or something.
I actually think it leans towards a classic bourbon whiskey.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, maybe I'm just used to, like, we're always drinking 120 proof, crazy things, that this is back down to more normal bourbons. But, yeah, I think we'll see. What do you give it? You give it a star rating yet?
No, not yet, because I'm going to keep drinking it while we talk
I'm
and
still trying
see,
to process this because
see if it changes.
it's really subtle. And you're right. As it's sitting here, and I take another sip, another little subtlety comes out.
Sure.
So that's really good. That's interesting.
I would tell you on Burnout, one of the things, when I said it was non-definable, I think what it is there's similarities for all men,
Mm-hmm.
have similar observations or reactions to what we're talking about, a definition, but we all experience it differently. And that's what makes it, that's what makes it a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it might be just the fact that it's the same drive for me every day or whatever.
Sure.
For you, the same drive for you every day that might not matter to you.
Right.
Or maybe I'm being overworked and you work your butt off and you don't think that means anything. It has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
We all have, or I'm underworked. I'm bored all day long. And it leads to burnout where you're bored all day long and you don't even have that same reaction.
Yeah. I freak out if I'm bored.
Yeah.
Like, I get like crawl out of my skin. It's like I can't stand.
Well, I think that's what it is. That burnout is a freak show when it comes to therapists, because they don't know how to handle male burnout.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't.
Because there's so much that's different, and you can't use the normal buzzwords in therapy,
Mm-hmm.
because generally men are just going to tune out when you start using generic terms, or when you start talking about your emotions and your feelings and
Yeah.
stuff like that. What's the guy on Saturday Night Live, Deep Thoughts?
Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy.
Yeah, you see that? Guys are turned off by that.
Yeah.
We're more along the lines of Real Men of Genius
Mm-hmm.
from Bud Light. So
Yeah. So I would get burned out at the fire department from, you come in at 8 o'clock, you do your shift change, check the trucks, wash the truck, do whatever. And then it was like, nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. This is just like, we're preparing for what?
well, see, that's the scary thing, because structure doesn't normally lead to burnout in folks.
Yeah.
Like, they will tell you need more structure.
Right.
But
No.
then structure leads to burnout in some folks, like
Yeah.
you. So that's
Yeah.
that's what's so hard about it.
It got to where, like, I was like, please, can somebody's house burn down today? So I can which is terrible. It's terrible though. But I wanted something new. Like, I wanted some new adventure, new problem to solve, but I would think if you're getting something new every single day and there was no structure, that would probably burn you out. So I think for guys, we need balance, right? We need a little spontaneity, but we need structure. We need chaos and order in the same thing, the yin yang thing.
Or a good word would be temperance.
Temperance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found this great quote. Actually, I don't know if it's a great quote, but it's one that kind of fits into what we're talking about. And it mentions emotional stability. A temperate man doesn't go to extremes. He doesn't get bogged down trying to solve all of the world's problems. That comes out of a book called The Measure of a Man.
I always go back to the what was it? Benjamin Franklin. What did he say about, oh man, it just left my head, but something and everything, but dang it. Never mind. Carry on.
Can I digress about Benjamin Franklin real quick?
Yeah, let's go.
No, let me have my political kick for the day. There's a report that just came out. The Smithsonian Institute has, with the Benjamin Franklin stuff, there's his display. They have electric shock therapy.
Yeah.
Was used on slaves to test how electric shock worked, stuff like that.
Okay.
Which is completely false, completely fabricated.
Really?
There is zero documentation in any of Benjamin Franklin's documents, papers, diaries, or anything associated with him.
They just made it up on assumption.
They made it up.
He must have been a racist and done medical experiments on slaves, so
they made it up.
That's what this thing is for.
In the Smithsonian Institute.
Wow. That's surprising, but also not surprising at the same time. I wonder what else they're lying to us about.
Apparently Mickey Mouse is a racist.
Yeah, of course. Of course he is.
Oh gosh, I can't believe I just went down this rabbit hole.
Moderation in everything, including moderation. That's what I was trying to think of.
Okay.
So, temperance in everything.
Yes. I can't believe I just went down this rabbit hole because...
All right, let's talk about Mickey Mouse being a racist.
Yeah, whiteness. Have you ever heard of white supremacy?
Of course.
Yeah, what is white supremacy?
Well, to me, white supremacy is like neo-Nazis and people who believe that the white race is superior, but only certain types of whites, though.
The director of the Smithsonian Institute,
okay,
who agrees to this definition and has been put in the National Museum of African American History and Culture, but they ended up pulling it down because of protests, and is now also included in mass action. Now, I don't know what MAS stands for, and I really don't care.
No.
These are the traits of a white supremacist.
All right.
You ready? Individualism.
Ooh.
Self-reliance.
Uh-oh.
Nuclear family.
Man, I'm 3 for 3 so far.
Structure.
Ooh.
Rational, linear thinking. I'm not making this up. Hard work.
So is he making a case for white supremacy or saying this is a negative thing?
This is the traits of white supremacy according to the Smithsonian Institute.
Right, but are they trying to say that white supremacy is a good thing? Because all those things you listed are...
No, it's bad.
Good things.
It's bad.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess I'm a white supremacist.
Proud of it. Hard work is the next one.
Ooh.
Planning for the future.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Right. Valuing private property. Conflict resolution.
Wow.
Time management.
That's...
And politeness. Those are all traits of white supremacy.
There's no way this is real, right? They're like...
This is real. This is in the Smithsonian Institute.
He's not trolling people trying to...
No. This got called out by Representative Brandon Gill.
Oh, my God.
When the director of the Smithsonian was testifying with Congress.
So in order to not be a white supremacist, you have to be anti that list?
You have to be against families.
Right.
No dads. I wonder who fits that category. No structures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's everybody living downtown. You can't have self-reliance. Got to rely on the government. You can't be rational or have linear thinking.
Yeah, so you have to be irrational.
That's everybody who sins and has joined scream clubs.
This is so racist of a list of things to say that
you can't plan for the future.
Who are not.
So there's no such thing as saving your money or anything like that. Conflict resolution. So you're going to
start conflicts at all.
Right.
Everywhere.
Exactly.
And everything. Okay.
You can't be polite.
Okay, so be rude.
That's the random ghost punch when you're walking down the street. Someone just knocks you out when you walk past them.
Yeah, or start a riot inside of McDonald's because they don't have ranch dressing or whatever the hell, ketchup.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wow. All right, I guess.
That's my humor for the night.
And you know what? When people like this come out with crap like that, it just makes me want to go harder on what he disagrees with, what he doesn't like. It makes me want to be more of that.
Right.
Like I'm going to have more kids, and I'm going to have even more of a nuclear family. And you know what? I'm going to turn my cheek 10 times.
Yeah. The more they yell at you, the more I'm just going to say, you're so good.
I love you, man. I really hope you have a great day. I hope your day gets better. It makes me want to do it even harder. Like,
yes. It's crazy. And there's people who believe this crap.
I don't know. I don't think that they really believe that. I really don't think they believe it. I think they are trying to be as anti the people who intimidate them. Like they're so weak, so easily intimidated that they don't have it. So then they're going to say, well, I don't have a nuclear family. I don't have planning for the future. I'm not self-reliant. I got to rely on. So
yeah, but you know who the people are that are putting this together? Evil. They are all those things. I mean, the director of the Smithsonian is a white woman.
Yeah, probably rich.
A rich white woman. Right.
So is that what's called virtue signaling?
Could be.
She feels guilty because she got rich off the government dole and.
Could be. She ain't going to give any of it back.
No, definitely not.
And she ain't going to have any low-income people living in her garage.
Well, yeah, whatever is the opposite of that list that she put out, those people aren't welcome in her gated community.
Exactly. And she probably has security.
Yeah. Well, good for her. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Her idiocracy is leading me to burnout.
Well, there is definitely an air of fatigue going on in the world where people are fed up with being made to feel guilty about being proud of our nation. And it really showed the World Cup. The Olympics, I think, truly showed. It was like, we were like, F Canada, we're the gold medal. We won the gold medal. You know, we're better at hockey. This is your sport, but we're better at it than you. And we're American, and I don't care what anybody thinks. Red, white, and blue, baby, all day. Play Freebird, you know. And it's like Americans are super nice, super forgiving, very, I don't know what it takes a lot to push us. Like when you back us in a corner, though, like you push and push and push and push and back us in a corner, you're in trouble. Like you created a big problem. Like pushing Americans into a corner, because then we're just going to say, oh, okay, I'm a racist, I'm a white supremacist, whatever you say.
And we're going to break out the pitchforks.
Like, let's just do the dang thing. But
you know what? Burnout is not.
What is not?
Depression.
Correct.
That's the interesting thing about burnout is there are folks that when you try to explain burnout to someone,
yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, you sound depressed."
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah,
it just goes on and on and on. And for a man who is experiencing burnout, he can clearly tell you, no, it's not depression.
Yeah,
we all know it's not depression when we're burned out.
Right.
We know the difference. That's the interesting thing about burnout is there is a fine line between the two. And a man who is experiencing burnout can tell you that, no, this is not depression.
Right. So, like how I handle it, I'm feeling burned out. Like I'm just like grinding, man. And I'm like, hey, Caitlin, I need to go downstairs for a little bit. I just need some quiet time, maybe 1 to 3 hours. I need to go downstairs and just be quiet. And she knows when I ask for that, it's like, oh, okay,
What do you do?
When I come down.
If you need to have time to yourself,
Yeah.
what are you doing in that time?
Man, honestly, sometimes I'll put on like an old movie and maybe I'm half watching it, but I'm like thinking through like, why am I feeling like I need to get away from my family right now? What is going on that I feel like I need to be away from my wife and children? Or what's making me feel like I need to quit my job and go rent canoes down on the river and just live in a trailer? Like what's making me feel like this? But I just want quiet, like just the quiet so I can process my thoughts. And usually that's what it is. It's like, it's a buildup of thoughts in my brain that are just swirling around to where I'm like, I gotta deal with this, Sometimes I'll snap, like I do. I snap at stupid stuff, like I'll trip over a kid's toy when I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I step on something and like a Barbie foot goes into my heel, and I'm like, ah.
Well, that's just pain.
But it's like that triggers like the crack in the dam, and then it just comes out.
Sure.
And I'm like, this house never gets cleaned, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing, and then I feel really selfish. And then I'm like, oh, I just said a lot of I's and me's and minds, and like, okay, I know what I'm getting burned out on. Focusing on myself.
You mentioned an interesting thing about your head being filled with thoughts.
Yeah.
And they're all swirling around in your head. There are moments where I'll say to Gail, I'm going downstairs. Mm-hmm. And I'll go downstairs for the evening. And unfortunately, where I'm set up, I don't have a finished basement, but I have an area where I kind of sit and chill that I kind of made. Our HVAC system is obnoxious, especially in this summer heat.
Yeah.
And I can't get away from noise. Even if I was upstairs, I'm going to deal with all the noise that's upstairs.
Yeah.
I go downstairs, I'm dealing with the noise of the HVAC, but I can drown that out. That part doesn't bother me. My ears are ringing all the time anyway. So
well, that's why I don't like complete silence, because I'm never in complete silence, ever.
But
my ears ring. So
the whole thought process that you're mentioning, sometimes I'm downstairs and I'm a prolific writer. I'll get out my diary and I'll start trying to download everything that's in my head. But there are moments of burnout where I have all this stuff swirling in my head and I couldn't get a whole sentence on a page.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just put the pen down and I just more or less just stare in front of me. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at my bookshelf, some things that are sitting on another shelf, just looking around me. And I have the 1,000-meter stare.
Yeah.
And I'm just there.
Yeah, I could. That's why I like put an old movie on that I've seen 100 times that I can ignore, but it's still there in the background. But I'm like, let me grab onto one thought here. Let me grab onto this thing that I think is a problem, and then let's dissect this here. Yeah. Sometimes I'll rearrange my bookshelf. I'll just like,
I do that,
like alphabetically, or these are books I have read. These are the books I haven't read yet, or by genre. I'll do that.
Or you buy one book and you want to rearrange everything to fit this book in a specific place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Or it'll be like, we have an unfinished little section back there of like storage stuff, and I'll go back there and tinker around, or just doing something something in motion.
But that is one of the clear identifiers for me for burnout is I can't write.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I have a lot of things in my head.
I can see that.
But when I go to write, I can't put anything down.
Yeah. I get burnt out. So like I need a lot of structure in my life. I wake up at this time, I eat this for breakfast, I work out, I do this workout, I get dressed, I have the same routine, but then I get burnt out with my routine and I'm like, I got to change something up. And then I'll be all discombobulated for like 6 months while I'm trying to figure out some new routine. And then, I'm really bad about beating myself up about stuff.
Well, something that impacts your routine will throw me off too.
Oh yeah, dude.
For instance, when I had never mentioned this yet, but I don't think I did. But a couple weeks ago, I was brushing my teeth, and all I did was lean over to spit and completely threw out my back. I couldn't move for a full week, and I had to.
That's the
more or
most
less,
old man thing you could do.
Right. Well, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I thought is, well, I guess I am an old man.
Bring out the wheelchair.
I walked with a cane for 4 days
Yeah.
because I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't move. I was afraid to go up and down a step.
Mm-hmm.
But that one thing threw off my rhythm for training that I'm still recovering from.
Yeah.
And that just knocked the wind right out of my sail.
Right. Yeah, that'll get you, man. Injuries. That's why I'm like super, super kid gloves on my workouts and training now. Like I have a lifelong plan. It's not like a 6-month workout plan. Mm-hmm. It's like for the rest of my life. I am protecting my back and my shoulders and all my other ailing areas. Like we did the Katy Trail ride. Dude, that messed me up for almost a year. For real.
It messed you up during the ride. I remember that.
Yeah. And like almost a year out, I was like, I'm still recovering from this crap. This is crazy.
Then there's this weird thing called work-life balance.
Yeah.
That you can throw that right out the window.
Dude, for men especially, our work, we can't help it. We can try as much as we want. You're going to get a little bit of your identity from what you do for a living. Mm-hmm. And you can't help it.
I don't care how special or how trained and professional you are when you're in a social environment, because they always teach you, don't talk about work when they say, hey, who are you, Matt?
Right.
And the first thing you say is, well, I'm an environmental health and safety manager and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what they want you to do. They want you to explain who you are.
Yeah.
Not what you are. But it doesn't matter how well trained you are on that, and you start off the way they want you to train. Eventually, in conversation, you're going to say, I'm an environmental health and safety manager.
Especially if you're in a group of men.
Yes.
It's always going to, so what do you do? What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
And everybody wants to know what you do for a living.
And men are drawn to those kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
Because we're all going to learn from each other, and you have interest, or I'm interested in something you might do that I always want to ask questions about.
Right, and we all draw a little bit of pride from what we do, no matter what it is.
Yes.
Right? There's something to be proud about because you're going to work and earning a living and making paying bills for your family, putting a roof over their head. And
I remember having a driver when I worked at Schneider National, and he just liked driving. But I asked him, I go, what did you do prior to driving? Well, I was an engineer. You're an engineer. How come you're a driver? And he said that, well, I did what I needed to do, and right now I'm just driving because I want to earn enough money to buy a boat to sail on Lake Michigan, and after I get that, I'm going to be done driving.
Cool.
I go, well, as an engineer, what did you do? He goes, well, I did consumer engineering. Like what? I mean, give me an example. And he goes, well, the Yoplait yogurt cup?
Yeah.
He goes, I designed that.
Dang.
I go, no way. He said, yeah. And he talked to me about the whole process of designing just the little Yoplait yogurt cup. And that was his trademark.
So I'd be bored to death. I'd jump out a window if I had to design a yogurt cup. But thank God there's people like that out there.
Yeah. Well, it's just like what I do, with quality assurance.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started my job doing quality assurance, I took it because I wanted the job. Mm-hmm. I knew nothing about it, and I started it, and I'm going, this is way too much stuff. This is so boring, reading all these texts, this standard, that standard, and 4.1.2 point A, and 4.2.1 point B, and going through all this stuff. But the more I did it, I'm doing it for almost 5 years now, I really enjoy it. Mm. It's different.
Yeah.
There's something different about it. And what I like about it is I can apply actionable items based off of a standard. I can see in my head now what the standard is trying to say, and I can do actionable items with it. So that by itself doesn't give me burnout.
Right.
So I mean, that's crazy. That's job related, and I don't get burnout from that.
Mm. Yeah, I had a very extreme job before I do what I do now, and it was extremely dangerous, and probably one of the most dangerous jobs you can have. And I loved it, and I thought, this is me. This is in my blood. Being a fireman, being an EMT. This is what I do. This is who I am. But man, when you get burned out on something like that, it makes it even more dangerous. And I relish tedium and boredom in my job now, where I'm like, I have a nice, boring job. I know what I need to do, and I have goals, and I deal with a lot of people. I look at my job as like a people job, and I get to teach and train and build relationships and coach and mentor and all that sort of stuff. And where I could go the other route, where I could go the analytical route and make it all about matrices and graphs and forecasts and all this technical crap that I'm like, dude, it makes me want to vomit thinking about that. It's a people thing. I'm here to keep people safe. How do I do that? Mm-hmm. Through the environment, health, and safety on this company. And there's always something different. You have a different conversation with people every day. I get to go out and I see everybody in the whole company every single day and get to check in on them and talk to them and see how they're doing. Sometimes that drains my energy a little bit, but sometimes it boosts my energy. It makes me feel good. And mm-hmm. It's a good give and take. Mm-hmm. And I've had to learn to be okay with that. Like, be okay with, okay, I get to work. I have my office. I have my morning meetings. We do this. And I'm not running into a burning building, or I'm not trying to save somebody's life. And that adrenaline I think that's really what it was, like an adrenaline junkie thing. And I'm getting over that. But every once in a while,
I get that.
I tell Caitlin, like, I got to do something dangerous. I need to do something. I need to go do something. I don't know what it would be.
You try to do a push-up?
Yeah, that's dangerous for me.
I'm going to do a burpee, wife. Look at this.
Dude, no way. That's way too dangerous for me. I might turn the treadmill up to 5 one day.
You know what another signal of burnout is for me? When I start procrastinating on something.
Oh, yeah.
And I quickly identify when I start procrastinating on something that is not that challenging. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's a sign of burnout.
Well, you know how I am. Like, if I have a task to get done, it's done in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm attack this thing like a dog on a bone and get it done. I could definitely see that. Yeah, where I'm like, yeah, I'll finish it Friday at about 2:45.
And then it's a week later and it still isn't done.
Just keep pushing it, and I'm like, you know where that hits me is like the first 2 weeks of January, after the holidays and all that crap. And then when you come in January, it's like, New Year, man. Let's go. Let's start it up. Because I have like a calendar of things I need to get done throughout the year. But I'm always like, well, it's the first. I just don't feel like doing it, man. Like,
there's a school of thought that says you should start your new year on stuff like that in November.
Oh.
Because if you do that, you're already in a rhythm that by the time the new year starts, you're already going.
Is that why the Army has their calendar starts in October, you
think?
Their
fiscal year?
Yeah, let's start it off
There are some companies, civilian companies, that do that too.
Yeah, I wonder if that's... Q1 is November 1st.
Sure. Huh. You get that rhythm moving.
Or October 1st, I guess it would be. Right?
And you're rolling already.
Interesting. Well, maybe I'll try that this year. Probably not, but maybe.
Right. You're procrastinating.
Yeah.
You must be burned out.
I'm already procrastinating about January. Dude, another thing that gets me, I get burned out on like birthdays, anniversary, like, because my family, we have a ton of birthdays that are like March, May, then we skip April, but it's May, June, July, and it's just back to, and it's like, dude, can I stop spending money on stupid crap that these kids don't even care about?
Right.
But it's not only that, it's, I don't like birthday parties. I don't like Christmas thing, like family, it like drains my energy so much to I just feel like I feel like a terrible person, honestly. Is
Well,
what it is.
I see that. Actually, I kind of get family burnout just from family gatherings.
Yeah.
I can tell that too. There's times I'll get together with family and have a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
There's other times I get together with the family and I don't want to. I do not want to play games with these people. I don't care how much I love them.
Well, you do more family stuff than I do.
And I'll just sit there. I'll play the game, but I'm just,
Yeah.
it's your turn. It's your turn. Hey, it's your turn.
So I went to this conference / seminar up in Chicago last week or
Love you,
2 weeks
kids.
ago. And dude, I took the train to Chicago, and
Yeah,
just
that
the
was
train
weird.
ride up. Well, it was supposed to be me and somebody else, but I got freaking ditched.
Yeah.
I had to ride the train by myself. So I'm already like, all right, that's enough people. I can't take it. It's too many people breathing in my vicinity. And then I go to a hotel where it's kind of like a networking thing. Everybody has their badge on where it's your name and your company you work for, and you go to a seminar for whatever. But dude, you can't even get up the elevator to your room without having a conversation about, what do you guys do?
I know.
Well, you're in St. Peter's? Where's that at? Where's it? And I have to explain to them, it's about 30 miles west of St. Louis, and we do this. And so it got to the point where it's like the class would end. I took my lanyard off, stuff it in my pocket, and then just don't make eye contact. Just get in the elevator and get to your room. I finished that whole entire book in 2 days. I just sat in my room and read.
Wow.
Because first I wasn't excited about going to Chicago. I didn't want to go. I've never been there before.
I thought that was your idea.
To go to Chicago?
Yeah.
No, that's just where this is an annual thing I have to go to.
Oh, yeah, the
And
conference.
They hosted it in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I hate Chicago. I hate the Cubs. They suck. I hate the Blackhawks. They're atrocious and garbage. And I hated the city of Chicago.
I still say in the apocalypse, we just need to be blowing up every bridge coming across from Illinois to St. Louis.
But you know what's the most annoying thing is that Chicago's pretty cool. It's actually a really cool city. It's cooler than St. Louis, and I hate to admit it. They got a lot of really cool stuff.
That's true. I wouldn't walk anywhere in St. Louis.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was in Union Station in Chicago, walked outside and waited for my Uber, and I'm standing there. I didn't feel in danger at all. I mean, it was just like business people and normal people live there. People actually, that's the thing. Nobody lives downtown St. Louis. People live in downtown Chicago.
There are some who say they do, but I don't think they actually do.
I mean, they live in like the southern part, maybe like way down.
They're on Delmar, Lindell.
Yeah, that's not the city. It's Delmar. But yeah, I just get like burned out on people, man.
You mentioned reading. That's another sign for burnout for me.
Where you can't
Because
read.
I'm a crazy reader. And suddenly I'll just be reading and I don't even want to pick up a book anymore.
But do you get burned out on reading? Like, do you ever read so many books you're like, that's enough.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Yeah, because I love history, biography, and that's what I read.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
And I go crazy sometimes. And the only way I can break it is I'll whip out an old Hardy Boys book
Okay.
from when I was, 10, 12 years old.
There you go.
And I'll read a Hardy Boys fiction book just to kind of
Yeah.
clear the mind. I don't have to think.
So, okay. So is there some sort of palate cleanser that you could use if you're burned out with doing family stuff? Like, is there something that you would do to like get out of that? Because we love our families and we love spending time with them,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yep.
And we don't want to be burned out by hanging out with them, but we do.
It's not a game night. It's got to be something different.
Yeah, like go play putt-putt instead of staying
Go
inside.
somewhere.
Go out somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
Yeah, I mean, me and Caitlin are in prime burnout season with a newborn and a 2-year-old. It's just like, bro, changing diapers and get back in bed, Caitlin. Or Emma, get back in bed. Take care of Jack. Emma, go get back in bed. And we're just like trying to find time for each other. We can't even have a 5-minute long conversation without being interrupted by
Was that a
crying
Freudian slip? Did you really want to say, Caitlin, go back
Yeah,
to bed?
Caitlin, get in bed. No, I go to bed way before Caitlin does. And it's probably super annoying for her that I don't stay up and spend time with her. But I'll stay up, but I'll guarantee I'm going to be dozing off at 8:30.
I go to bed. Gail goes to bed almost 4 hours after I do.
Holy moly.
Without a doubt, every night. It doesn't matter what she does.
Yeah.
I wake up.
I have no idea what time Caitlin goes to bed.
And from that point on, I don't go back to bed. I have a restless night's sleep the rest of the night.
No.
Every time.
I guess you should get a CPAP, man. It knocks me out like I'm under sedation.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
Whatever.
I'm not the snorer of the family.
All right, let's get off families. Let's not talk about it.
I mean, I got a game night this Friday. Tomorrow night.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, I said I'd be there.
Oh, you sound super enthusiastic.
It just depends. You know, if they're into the game, sometimes I want to play games. I'm competitive. That's just me.
Yeah, me too, man. It makes it almost not fun for other people.
So I want to play games.
Right.
You're going to put me in a game, I'm going to play. Yeah. And if you just want to sit there and chit-chat and look at your phone and walk around,
like
eat all the snacks on the table, bring them to the table. Yeah. Don't go over to the kitchen. Bring them here and sit down and eat.
People. This is war.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a freaking nut about like Trivial Pursuit or Monopoly. If you play with me, like this is not for fun, guys. Let's just get this straight. I'm here to crush your soul. Let's go. And if you're not trying to crush my soul, I don't want to play with you.
And I've said before, it doesn't matter what I do, the environment I'm in. When I walk into a room and I don't know anybody, and I hide in a corner, within 2 hours or whatever the event is, I'm in charge of something. Yeah. Or everybody's talking to me about, what do I do next?
Yeah.
And I don't know how that happens. It's just a natural trait. Same with all these family game nights. We all sit down immediately without even asking. They throw the notebook in front of me with the pen. You keep score. Why? You all know how.
Yeah, so they can be on their phones looking at
you keep
TikToks
score.
while you're paying attention.
I don't want to do nothing. I just want to look at my cards, my dominoes.
Right. I'm focused on killing you right now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what their tactic is, to weaken you.
Could be.
So they can beat you at the game.
I don't know. I'm so burned out.
Getting burned out on this conversation. It's making me. Let's see what I have here. Oh, so what should we do about it? How about we've already been talking about it. We kind of brought it up. Self-care. That's kind of a womanly thing to say, isn't it?
It's tough.
It's kind of effeminate to talk
about
self-care.
It's hard to say self-care.
Yeah.
I mean, what's self-care to you? Are you getting a facial?
No.
Pedicure?
No.
You getting your nails done?
No, I'm going to go downstairs and swing a kettlebell and hurt myself.
You're going to get a pubic wax?
What? I don't want wax anywhere near it. Physical maintenance. Physical. Sleep, exercise, decent food, medical care. Oh, okay. I can see medical care. Maybe you got like a nagging. So I pulled this off the internet. In this list, it says sleep, exercise, decent food, medical care, sunlight, getting away from the screen, putting your phone down. That's a good one. Basic stuff, but chronic stress gets much harder to manage when your body is depleted.
See, the thing is, I do all that already.
So like recharge. Yeah, like I
burn out even with all that.
It's a goal for me to, when you get their weekly report on your phone, do you get those on iPhones?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Like the usage report?
Yeah, I don't see it no more.
I try to beat it every month. I want it to be lower and lower every single time I get it.
Why do I want to put that on my shoulders? I put the world on my shoulders, and I don't
That's
need
another
to do that.
dude. Put it in my ruck. I'll carry it.
don't need to do it. It's like you took off your watch.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Why do you keep looking at your phone? Stop it. Don't look at it.
I do. I leave it. I think I've left it for hours one time, and I was like, holy crap, did I lose my phone? Where is that thing? What about mental decompression? Do we need periods when you're not solving anything? You're just doing like
that's kind of tough, mental decompression, mental decluttering.
Yeah.
I get that. That's where I'm doing a lot of my writing. Or I'll talk while I'm driving. For instance, if I have to drive down to St. James, a long drive, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'll talk to myself.
Okay.
While I'm driving. I'll talk to myself when I'm taking a walk. I talk to myself when I'm hiking, riding a bike. I don't say it loud enough for people to hear me.
Yeah.
I'm conscious of that, but I'll do that. You know what? It doesn't declutter my brain whatsoever.
No.
It does not.
You know what I can do? Like, I ride my bike to work. I've been a few days a week. I'll ride my bike to work, and I like to ride just fast enough where I can't think about anything else except not crashing my bike.
That's smart.
And so I'll do like the trails from here. There's paved trails, but there's serpentine and hills and all that stuff. So I'll just push myself just fast enough where I'm like on the edge of like, oh crap, I'm about to crash. But it's not crazy fast where like, I'd get severely injured because I'm not a super freak on a bike. But I like to do that because I'm just focused on where am I turning, that kind of stuff. And nothing else is in my head except for don't crash your bike.
You know what's a solution for me for decluttering or decompressing? And I don't think that works for me. But what does work, because that will bog me down. Decluttering actually bogs me down.
Yeah, it's another task, right?
Yes. And if I have a lot of things on my mind, to me that's a sign of burnout for me as well. If I have all these things going on in my head. But you know what gets me out of that? Is I will start to take action on some of the thoughts that are in my head.
Yeah.
I will actually say, I'm going to make a phone call here. I'm going to go and hang that up, or I'm going to go tear that up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get that email sent.
Yeah.
When I actually do it, my head starts to clear up.
So you're just...
Or a to-do list.
Are we constantly just building a to-do list in our brains?
So I'm translating it to paper.
Today's the day. Let's get this done.
Right. Moving to the analog lifestyle.
Oh,
I'm analoging my brain.
Okay.
Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
And then I can actually, again, get that sense of accomplishment, get out of my burnout by having my to-do list right in front of me, and I will cross it off. And every time I cross it off, I'm going, okay, I'm moving. I'm producing again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just keep doing it. Right now, even just this week, I suddenly produced like 4 different to-do lists, one a day, while I've been at work. At the start of every day, I'll dream about it all night long. And as soon as I get up and I get to work, I'm writing out that to-do list and I start working on it. And right now, I've got 4 of them sitting in front of me because I've been in burnout all this week.
Yeah.
I really have. I'm still getting my job done, but I'm experiencing burnout. And so how do I overcome it? I'm taking action.
Mm-hmm.
Perseverance.
There you go. What about relationships? We can be surrounded by people.
That's a show by itself.
Like if we have we have a bunch of friends, but nobody we can actually talk to, that we can't tell the truth.
Oh, that's terrible.
Or people
I
don't tell
that.
you the truth.
I'm experiencing that now. I don't even know who to talk to anymore.
Like I don't even those people aren't in my lives anymore. Like those fake, I call them like you're just a flake friend, like a surface level friend.
So I don't go that far,
friends,
because I have a close group of friends, but I also understand where everybody's at and there's the season of life of wherever they're going.
For sure.
You know, I have a friend of mine who suddenly, in the span of a single month, had 4 grandkids.
Holy moly!
From all his kids.
Yeah. So he's focused on that for sure.
Clearly. And he's still doing his job. He's a very busy man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for us to get together.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen each other personally in a year.
Wow.
So he's not somebody I can just call up, because he may not even answer his phone. He's got so much going on. That's an example of, who do you talk to? Where am I going?
Yeah.
I got to talk to somebody. It's not like I talk to my pastor. He's a pastor of 800 people. Right. 2,000 people.
Yeah, you might get 30 seconds of focused care.
And he's going to say, get me on my calendar. Mm-hmm. Get on my calendar. It's not like you can just call him up and talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm not best friends with the dude.
Right.
I don't take him fishing or go fly him up to Minnesota.
Right. Yeah, there's like my buddy Mike. He lives out in Wright City. That's not that far away from here. It's a little bit of a drive. But we've been friends since grade school. And, but I've been gone for so long that when I move back now, it's like, let's do something, dude. Let's get back together. Let's get it going again. And it's hard to get synced up like that after being separated for so long and living 2 separate lives.
I actually actively search all the time to have somebody I could talk to.
Yeah.
And I don't have anybody.
That's bullshit, man. You got me.
Well, yeah, you and I talk all the time.
We do.
But what I'm saying is, I might want to talk about you.
You can talk to me about me. I don't get butthurt over stuff.
Right.
Like
Well, let me reword this. It's not that there's things that I can't talk about you with.
Right.
But there are conversations I want to have with certain people that are at a different level. And I'm not saying intelligence like, Matt, you just can't handle what I'm talking about. You were just an enlisted guy. You don't understand. Not that kind of thought.
Right.
What do I think a lot? For a millennial. Touche. But there are sometimes I want to have higher conversations, and I want to talk to specific people.
An expert, a subject matter expert.
Yes, or someone who's in that world.
Right.
And I just can't get access.
Yeah, like you and I are going to have
time.
a conversation about string theory. Right? Because it would be like, we're like, I don't know, Google it, I guess.
But I get in that world all the time, and I just can't.
Okay.
I mean, I try to connect people at church. I mean, our church doesn't have a men's group, but it turns out they actually started meeting on the second Saturday of every month. Unfortunately, the second Saturday of every month, I'm out of town or I haven't been there yet.
That's cool.
So I don't know what that's going to come out. One of these days I'll get there. But
we got a men's group at my church, and I went for a little while, but there's only one dude who's close to my age. All the rest of them are like Vietnam veteran age. Gosh. And they're great guys. They're all great guys, but we're not going to relate to each other at all.
Well, there are quite a few older men that I would love to talk to. I mean, I'm almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
And there are older men that I still want to have conversations with.
Yeah.
Based on what I know about them, I want to have specific conversation.
Yes.
And I can't even connect. Because most of the time, these guys just disengage.
Or they're just completely shut off to any.
They don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you got to respect that on some level. Like, you understand. But also, it's like, come on, man. You were my age once. Like, you know what this, like.
Because even now, if a young man was to come up to
wisdom.
me and talk to me and wants to ask me questions, I will sit down and talk to him for 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what's on his mind. What's on your mind?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just one of those people. I would just love to talk to you.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Even when people at my office now come up and want to talk to me, they walk in. Sometimes I'll say out loud, the doctor is in.
Yeah. Dude, it happens to me a lot at work where somebody's like telling me their problems. And I'm like, are you, like, you want to have this conversation with me?
Yeah.
All right. Take a seat, man. Close the door.
So, look, let's say in the course of a day, you have 4 people come up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to have that kind of conversation. Shut the door. I need to talk to you, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, 3 more different people. The next day after that, there's another 4 again that want to talk to you. Mm-hmm. What's that do to you?
I would close my door and put the do not disturb sign out.
See, and that's where we're different.
Yeah.
Because I end up feeling better about myself when I have those kinds of conversations with others. Where I don't get burned out. I feel the weight of the conversation, but I don't get burned out from having that kind of conversation. Now, if it was me coming to you about my issues, that will burn me out. But if it's just someone else who'll come to me, I'll sit and talk to you.
That's the thing. Like, I was joking.
Or listen.
Joking, saying I'd close my door. I would want to close my door, but I would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
I would keep it open, and I do definitely feel drained from social interaction. That's just who I am.
Well, one-on-ones to me I don't consider that social interaction.
Oh, I do. Because I'm very antisocial.
Yeah, but one-on-one chit-chat,
yeah,
that's going to wear me out.
Yeah, chit-chat for sure.
One-on-one discussion.
If it's a real discussion, so there's the guy that I'm mentoring at work, and he approached me and asked me to be his mentor, and I take it very seriously. Like, right. I'm very serious. Like, dude, let's talk about this. Let's come up with a solution to your problems. That's what I'm here for. And then I'll chastise him, like, why didn't you come to me a week ago when this problem came up and you didn't know what to do about it? Like, that's what I'm here for, man. You can call my personal cell phone anytime, and we'll talk about whatever. I take that role very seriously. While I'm out and about talking with folks, and they're like, but the thing is, like, they know I'm an EMT, and they know that I have medical training, so they're like, man, my wrist, when I do this, it kind of hurts. What does that mean? I'm like,
go to a chiropractor?
I don't know, dude. Take some Advil. You should probably go to a doctor, you know? So I get that kind of stuff a lot. But like today I was doing some training this morning, and it was maybe 3.5 hours of training. And, I felt great afterwards. I'm like pumped up. Like, dude, I passed on some knowledge to some people. And
it's in your wheelhouse.
Be for good. Right. But if somebody comes to me and they're like gossiping, especially if they're gossiping about something, or they just want to say, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, you know, it's like, are you asking me this question because you want me to ask you what you did this weekend? And like immediately I'm like, man, stick a pencil in my eye. I hate this.
So another solution to burnout, does rest help or not? Or should I say resting with purpose?
Active rest. Yeah.
What is active rest?
So doing something physical yet relaxing. Like, dude, like sometimes I used to do woodworking, and I'd have I need to run this stuff through a planer, and like just planing wood for some reason was just like oddly satisfying. Smooth sanding something down was great. But like we're doing something with our hands, something physical. We're building something, making progress, but it's oddly restful at the same time. There's no clock ticking, no timetables to meet. But there are some times where I'm just like, I need a freaking nap. Like I know that exactly what I need. I'm going to go lay down. Don't bother me. Don't even wake me. Like, I'm not setting an alarm clock. I'm just going to take a nap.
Yeah, your body just tells you.
Yeah, I do get like that sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like I just need to go for a walk. I need to burn off something. I have like pent up energy inside of me. Yeah. And that I just haven't had a chance to release. So I'm like, I want to go for a walk, and then it turns up in like a 10-miler, you know, something crazy.
Sure. I mean, that's the thing with the throwing out my back. Yeah. Is I am someone who just can't sit still. And I think that's part of one of the triggers that hit burnout is when I wrenched my back for a week.
It's a little.
I'm just sitting.
It knocks you down a few pegs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, I tried to join a kickboxing gym. Like I was doing Muay Thai kickboxing again. I don't know if I told you that. No. Yeah. I joined this Muay Thai kick because I used to do that in the Army. I was doing MMA stuff. And so I was like, all right, maybe this will help me feel better. And so I made it to 2 classes. And all of my injuries and ailments came back like that. And I was like, I just, okay, I know now. I can't do this anymore. You just can't do it. And I'm over it. Now I like, all right, I realize I can't do this anymore.
Well, I think that's actually a big step. Acceptance.
Yeah.
That's a big step in a lot of things.
Yeah. I still realize like, oh, I could hurt somebody if I need to, but it ain't going to be a long time. Like I'm not, I can't do this 2 days a week for the next 5 years. Like
I've seen these quick Facebook shorts recently where it'll be a guy our age. Mm-hmm. He's driving a piece of farm equipment and he'll front facing out the door, going down the steps like he's jumping off. Uh-huh. And then it cuts to him after he jumps off the hay baler. Yeah. And then he's walking over towards his pickup truck, and he's a ghost.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, what?" And he looks over, and he's flat on his face,
down.
and he's dead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the realization, hey, dude, you're not who you were,
Right.
even though you think you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that all the time.
For sure. Me too.
I mean, I'm 56 years old, and there is more than one time, actually regularly, where I truly think I'm 40.
Mm.
I don't think I'm younger than 40 in any time, but many times I think I'm 40 years old. Or I hear a song, I'm like, yeah, that's a good song.
Oh, yeah.
And you go,
pumped
wait,
up.
I was 7 years old when that thing was released. Man, that's 50-year-old song.
They're starting to play songs from when I was in high school on KC 95 now. I was like, oh no.
It's just acceptance.
Yep.
Get over that hump. But at the same time, age is just a number. It's how you feel.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I'm 40 years old and I'm 56, I'm doing all right.
Mm-hmm. Dude, sometimes I get burned out with my fitness and like my health stuff that I'm on, and I just go crazy for the weekend.
And that's why you're not wearing your watch.
Yeah, well, it is bothering me.
So I'm just waiting
Look at that tan line.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my secret little trick to be done, and then I'm not going to wear it no more after that.
Yeah. But like sometimes I'm like, okay, dude, I've been eating the same breakfast, the same morning snack, the same lunch, the same afternoon snack for 6 months now. And I do the same routine. This weekend, I'm not going to set my alarm clock. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to have pancakes with the kids. I'm going to eat cookies. We're going to have pizza, go to get ice cream. Like, we're just going to go crazy.
Well, that's actually a good thing, because what is it about our bodies? Our bodies are the most efficient machines in the world.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel better after eating all that crap. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Like recharged.
Right. You want to keep your body inefficient.
Yeah.
That's what's going to burn the calories, build the muscle.
Yeah.
That's why if you do the same workout over and over and over again, you're not going to improve long term.
No,
You got to change it up.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. What do you think about boundaries, man? You think setting boundaries can help you with burnout? So you were talking about people coming to your office and talking to you, or they're like 4 times a day, 3 times a day, over and over again. Are there times where you just close your door and you're just like, I need an hour to work on my to-do list or do
My
things
clarity break.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm closing the door to my office, I'm usually 60% of the time I'm not working.
Yeah.
When I close the door. I'm closing the door because I just shutting you out. I'm tired of the noise, the chaos.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around you people.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a break.
Yeah.
And then I'll just randomly surf the internet, or I'll listen to some music. I might read a devotional, maybe a psalm out of the Bible. I don't know.
Something different.
Just
Have you ever
take a deep breath?
So like I'm a servant. Like I've been serving people since I was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life has been in service of other people.
Agreed.
And it's really hard for me to say no to somebody when they ask me for help with something, or they need something, or they whatever. And it's very rare that I'll say no. I can't help you. I'm sorry. Very, very rare. But the times that I have done that, it's like felt good to know that I've set a boundary. You know, like that's too much, man. You're asking too much of me, and that kind of thing. Have you had instances of that?
No.
No.
I don't think so. Only because I set boundaries early.
Oh, okay.
And people know.
Yeah.
I usually let people know my expectations pretty quick. Or they're going to understand the expectations real quick. Based just on my reaction to them trying to do something a little more different. Like getting
that. I've learned how to do that over
mission
time.
creep.
The older.
Boundary creep.
The older I've
Job
gotten.
creep.
But it still feels awkward though to do it. But it's becoming more natural. Another thing is like letting people know, like, I am not okay with this. I'm not okay with the way you're behaving right now, and I'm not going to tolerate that. I was like a kind of pretty passive kid, like roll with the punches, ride, do whatever we're doing. I'm going to ride with it, and we're just going to. But as I've gotten older now, I'm like, no, man, this is not acceptable. I'm not going to participate in this, or I'm not going to let you do this while I'm standing here, that kind of thing.
You're just a crotchety old man now.
I guess so. At least I'm a man.
Something that did it. Someone that did it. You know what? I don't think boundaries, complacency. I'm guilty of that quite a bit with family. I mean, your first child that you have, you've never raised any kids before. Everything you do is trial and error with your first kid.
Yeah, it's an experiment.
Yes. And then you have kid number 2, and it's still pretty close to the same thing. You get a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
But, here I am, kid number 5. By the time I get to 4 and 5, like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about me and Caitlin is Jack's her second, but he's my, I'm like, yeah, he's crying. Let him cry. He's going to be okay. He'll figure it out. And she's like, he's 4 weeks old. What are you talking about?
I remember when our first was a newborn. Yeah, she was pretty close. Maybe a month old, 2 months old. I was raised in a house where, as a brother, my younger sister, we were 12 years apart. So when I was 12 years old, I was already helping with diapers and how to do whatever. And then here we are, we're married, and then I have my first daughter. And I remember Gail with her on a bed, and she's changing the diaper. Mm-hmm. And she goes to roll her over. And normal, what I would think is common sense, when you go to roll over a kid, especially a baby, you tuck in their arms and roll them over, right? And she decided to roll over, and she's got her arm hanging out, and she's about, I'm like, and I jump in there, and I'm like, you're going to dislocate her shoulder. Don't you have to tuck in the arm and roll it? Because I already had experience. I already knew what I was doing with the baby, how to handle the baby and all this. And Gail, first-time mom, didn't think of it.
Yeah.
And so you overreact, and at the same time you're going, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't,
Sure.
But you're like trying to protect your kid. I remember another time when she was almost a year old. Gail and I are in the kitchen, and Rachel's in the living room. She's climbing around. She goes up on a couch, and she leans over, and I could see it already. Gail sees it, slow motion. She's going to go head first off the side of the couch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get out of the way. It's like, oh, it's $6 million man. I knock Gail out of the way, run over there, and I grab her, and I catch her by her foot, or her leg, just before she goes head first into the ground.
Put her down.
Set her on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, those are dad reflexes.
Yes.
Like men are super quick with that stuff. How's this bourbon doing with you, man? Has anything changed in your profile what you said earlier?
Let me take a little sip here real quick.
I am picking up a little bit of sweetness, smelling it. Still getting a little oaky, but...
It's still spicy sweet.
I think it's more sweet, though, than anything.
It is. It's more sweet than spicy. I still think it's pleasantly warm. It lingers a little bit more, actually, now. But not a lot. It's just, it has good mouthfeel, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So star rating, what are you thinking here?
3 stars.
I did too. 3 stars for me as well. This is pleasant. This is a good drinker. It's not one of those things that you would only want to drink every once in a while.
Now here's what's unfortunate. It's a pleasant drinker.
Yeah.
So is Buffalo Trace.
That's right.
So
Buffalo Trace is $40 cheaper.
exactly, that's my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I give them credit is you have these movie stars and actors and all these people doing their little thing, their little shtick on these little bourbon things. They really don't
Sure.
do anything with it. It's just
No,
they
they
hire
just put
somebody.
their name on it, right?
Yeah, they hire somebody to be the distiller or the ager, which I get. That's fine. But I'll give this guy credit. I think when it comes to those kinds of brands, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool label. It's a nice, sexy bottle here. And you notice how the glass is not perfectly smooth? It has like a little ripple to it or something. Like a
Yeah, because before I popped the seal on it, I actually did a quick glance because I thought it was moisture in the bottle, which some bourbons exhibit.
Yeah.
And it's not the moisture at all. It's actually the bottle.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they did that.
It's
I don't know if
gritty.
that's on purpose or if it was like something in the
Yeah, it's a gritty
manufacturing.
bottle.
It is. It's nice. Yeah.
It doesn't add to the flavor at all, but
No, but it makes the experience, has something to do with it.
sure. Exactly.
So 3 stars for McTavish. Are we burned out on talking about Burnout?
Yeah, I think so.
How many times do you just pray when you're like, oh God, like a conversational prayer, and you're just like,
Almost all my prayers are
I
conversation.
don't know what the heck is going on in my life right now, but I just can't stand this crap anymore. Like,
I do that.
Like, can you just show me what's going on and how to deal with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, me too. Sometimes I go for a walk at work and I'm walking around and I don't know if you know, like I'll walk circles in the parking lot. I have like a specific path I'll take and take the long way to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what I'm doing. I'm just having a conversation with God. Like, I'm feeling a certain type of way about something right now and I don't know how to pray about it. I don't even know how to approach you. I don't know what to do.
Well, our hearts are made differently
Yeah.
than women,
Right. For
right?
sure.
I mean, we are different.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't go around stomping our feet like blue-haired people because I didn't call him she. There's a great verse in Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 5. The heart of a man is like deep water.
Oh.
And it's hard for...
There's so many things you could say about deep water.
Right. It's
beautiful,
hard
it's
for any
dangerous.
man to describe the depth of himself,
Yeah.
let alone have somebody else try to describe that to him. And I think that's why we work well with our wives or to come together, become one,
Yeah.
the other half of us, because she is, Gail is that person who recognized the fact that Kevin his heart's like deep water, and she will go fishing, take a deep dive sometimes, get in the bell pressure chamber thing, and put the lead boots on, trying to sink down into my heart sometimes, trying to figure me out. And I give her a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, Caitlin tries, but I'm like, release the crack and you're not getting in here. I should.
Right. What's the first line from Moby Dick?
What is it? Call me Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm not the most pleasant person to be around, and I fully admit that. But Caitlin loves me anyway, and that's why I love her, because she loves me for who I am. And dude, I wish every man could find a woman like that. That is your, beauty to your beast, the yin to your yang, whatever you want to call it. The somebody who balances you out, and you got to remember, you need to balance them out as well.
Yep.
It needs to be a 100% you put in, and their 100% is put in.
And she recognizes when I'm burned out.
Yeah, I think
Even at
Caitlin-
times when I don't recognize it.
Caitlin does as well.
How you doing? I'm fine. You gonna go downstairs? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
that simple.
I don't know. Compared to you, me and Caitlin are still newlyweds.
True.
So we still have a few things that we're trying to figure out about each other. And like, I'm like, how do you not know that I need this, that, or I'm thinking this? And she's like, why don't you just tell me?
Oh, I'm here to
like,
tell you.
Hell no.
We're coming up on 33 years.
Yeah, that's a good bit of time, man.
And we still try to figure each other out. This is the thing. Your lives change as you go through your marriage and you get older. And what you thought you knew about someone was, suddenly they're not.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you got to learn all over again who this person is.
Stay flexible.
To go through, we're dealing with it now. I mean, to be honest, we're dealing with it now. Is we're trying to figure out how to reconnect with each other. We're burned out by not being together. I mean, we're both experiencing burnout, and we say it all the time. I just miss hanging out with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, either her or I will say, hey, I'm going to the store, go do whatever. Do you want to go with me? No. All right, whatever. I'm going to go smoke my stogie with the windows down in my car so you can't tell that I smoked. No, I didn't really do that. It's just a joke.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't do that. But
there was a time I used to sit down on my front curb of my driveway and smoke cigars at night.
Yeah.
Until my kids got old enough and went, why is Dad smoking? Then I stopped.
Yeah. I get all my alone time done in the morning because I know when the kids are awake, I got to be all in. Yeah, but even then, I'm like, man, kid, get away from me. And I feel terrible for feeling that way.
Yeah, because you're doing it all over again. I can never do it twice.
Yeah, I'm a stronger man than you.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, that's it. Thanks for listening.
You're one of the few Gen Zers that actually likes to have kids.
A zennial. I'll say that I'm a zennial, a mix between the two. I'm okay with that. Thanks for listening. Whatever. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. Apparently nobody else wants to, so I'm going to quit saying it. Quit wasting my breath. I'm burnt out on asking you to participate.
Right. Well, let's wrap it up. We didn't do a proper conclusion here. So, burnout. Burnout for a man is going to come quietly. It's not suddenly. Mm-hmm. Usually something will happen that will cause you to recognize that you're experiencing burnout. It could be a personal event or somebody coming to you for something that will give you that trigger.
Yeah.
Men are good at recognizing it. It is not a form of depression. We clearly have stated that. And then the way to get out of it is, in many cases, it has everything to do with persevering, keep moving forward.
Action, yeah.
Don't stop, right? You got to keep on going.
Sometimes just recognizing the fact that you're burnt out is enough to get you out of it.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing about it with guys. Like, oh, that's all it is? I'm not clinically depressed. I'm just feeling burnt out right now. I need to, whatever, dude. Let's keep going.
Right. So don't have a pity party. Don't sit there and dwell on it or try to zone out because that's not going to be successful for you.
But there are also your buddies. Like, you could talk about it with them. Like, bro, I'm feeling so burnt out with my wife, work, whatever. Mm-hmm. Just that conversation alone is enough to get over it.
Many times.
Yeah. So get some dudes in your life. All right. Talk to you later, folks. Bye.
Peace out.